Okay, so let's start some questions for Chef Hein. So, what is
Yeah.
your current position exactly? Your main job nowadays?
Sure. Right now, I'm teaching baking at a college here in Centennial, in Toronto. So I'm an instructor, baking instructor, and I don't work in the hotel anymore. I just teach baking. That's it.
So, how long have you been teaching in Centennial or
Uh,
in other?
Maybe it's slightly over a year. I started last actually yeah, last year, I think, in January. It's actually a year.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And what motivated you to be in this profession? And like in everybody's life, there's some motivation. So what motivated you?
So it's a long story. So I was working in the hotel for over 10 years, and then we went through COVID. And then during the COVID, I lost my job because the hotel had to close. And so I started my own business. I was running my business. And then after the COVID, actually, I became a mom. I have a 2-year-old son now.
Okay.
And it was really tough to run the business and working in the hotel business as well, because working in the hotel, it's quite tough. So
Yeah, I can
I,
imagine the pressure. I can imagine, and
yeah,
working in this job for 10 years, that's a
yeah,
massive experience. And after
yeah,
all of a sudden they told you that they were closing, it must have been tough choice.
It's always
right,
it's always been tough with the kids when you have a
right,
family and you run a business, any kind of business, small or from home. It's always like difficult. Like it's challenging for the women, I guess. It's challenging for
yeah.
yes.
Definitely. So I didn't want to go back to hotel anymore because I didn't have time. So know this chef. She's working in the local restaurant in Centennial College. She's my best friend. Her name is Bomi. Chef Bomi introduced me to this job. So I got this job luckily, and I've been working here for a year.
Is there any requirements that specific requirements for you to teach to be a culinary
Um,
professor, or
well,
it's just the
I
experience?
well, I wouldn't say there are some requirements. It's about your experience. So there's no certain specific like certificate or anything. Definitely you need a long experience, and you
Yeah,
need,
I heard it's
you know,
about the hours of work, I think. Yeah.
yes,
So
definitely.
before you work in a hotel, you didn't study baking. You didn't
No.
No. And wh- what is your studying before? What is your
So
study level?
I actually learned a culinary program here in Toronto. I went to George Brown. I finished my degree there, but then I realized I love baking more than cooking,
Yeah, I
and
think
so I
it's challenging to decide because we as
right,
chefs we love both cooking and culinary,
right, yeah,
baking
So
and
when
definitely,
we
cooking. So to choose
yes,
one, it's a tough decision, and it
yeah,
takes time. It takes time to decide whether you are
yeah.
a
So
baker or you are a chef.
exactly. Exactly. So it took me 2 years to figure out. Okay, actually, I love baking than cooking. In so after good, almost. So I spent time in college, and when I was doing my internship, and I realized that I want to go to the pastry kitchen, not culinary kitchen. So I
mm,
changed. So I applied for my internship in the pastry kitchen only. So I did my internship in the hotel pastry kitchen. So that's how I started my baking career.
okay,
So
but
yeah.
they usually pay when you do internship in
No, I didn't. No, I
no,
didn't get paid. No,
it was not paid. Okay.
no. I'm not sure other properties or any like kitchen, but hotel usually they don't pay you. I believe. I don't know. It was. I think this is like over 10 years ago story. Maybe now it's different,
Okay.
but that
But
time I didn't get paid.
Like this is just like a volunteer work. You volunteer there.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
definitely. It's a volunteering. Yeah.
Mm.
So, what are the goals you want to accomplish in your work? Not so much the goals that are in your job description, but the goals you hold personally.
Oh, so my personal goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say growing my YouTube channel and Instagram. It's really fun. It is my one of my favorite hobbies, and I would love to grow my channel and in the Instagram. Also, my personal. I love to be a good mom since I have a son. So that's my personal goal.
You need
Yeah.
to balance out the things.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And I always ask somebody that who loves cooking, what
Yeah.
is your favorite dish you want to make? What you're passionate about it, like when making something.
If I have to make personally, like for myself, I love making actually brioche bread, like really
Okay,
like.
also good. We all love pets.
I mean, when I'm in the kitchen, when I'm working, I'll always make something sweet, like cakes and pies and tarts. So personally, I just like simple thing, like I like bread with jam and butter, something like that. So I would
Mm,
love to
Yeah,
bake
we all
that.
love bread. Sure.
Yeah.
yes.
Yes. So,
And you have any mentors or that some personality in the field of baking
yeah,
that
someone
influenced you more,
someone deeply influenced you,
influenced you exactly,
motivated you
motivated
to follow this path.
any
Sure, sure. So when I just started my baking career, there was a chef, executive chef. His name is Raghu. He's from India. He came to Canada. He started his career from Tim Hortons, and then he became a executive chef in the luxury hotel. And imagine like he's working
Wow.
so hard, and how
Yeah.
he became so successful. So when I saw him, like I need to work like that. I learned the attitude for work. Like you need to be I mean, you need to enjoy your life, but at the same time, if you want to be a successful, you really need to work hard. So that's what I learned from him, and I try to do
Yes.
like that.
That's what inspiration all about. It's when you
Yeah.
see someone, like for example, it's also for me when I bake and work and I have kids. A lot of followers send me messages and say, I didn't think it's possible that you have like three kids and you work and you make content. So it motivated me. So I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to do. Especially for women, because some women
Yeah.
think that if I had a full-time job, I wouldn't be able to do anything else. If I had
Right.
kids, I wouldn't be able to do any hobbies. So this is the key for like influencing others and inspire and be an inspiration.
Right.
So
That's right.
did you?
especially when we are sorry, Sarah,
That's okay.
when we are in the college, that it's very hard to balance the timings with the kids, with the
Mm.
home, and especially my husband is not with me here, so it's
Oh.
it's sometimes like a double challenge for me, so to
Yeah.
attend the college and with all these things, but still like we have to if we, because I love baking, I love like this, so for this I can do anything, so this is
Yeah.
and the question was like the main, like what are the lessons for someone like me or for a junior colleague, like you want to give, like for us.
I would say be passionate and patient. So, I mean, I know a lot of you will, I mean, love baking, but at the same time, you need to be patient. You cannot be successful within
Exactly.
one day or
Yeah,
one month.
patient is an ingredient in baking. It's
Yeah,
it's
it
an
is.
ingredient in every baked recipe because it's not baking is not like culinary. It can't be
Right,
very quick. It's
right,
usually take more time, more patient, and Yes,
Sure.
exactly.
And also, you need a lot of practice. You cannot sometimes, let's say macaron, right? Making macaron is not easy. You cannot just make like a beautiful macaron with one time try, right? So you need to practice and practice, and don't expect yourself to be successful right away. So you need time to be
Mm.
a better pastry chef or bakers.
So,
Hmm.
what are some of the greatest challenges that you've faced on your career journey? I know there is a lot of challenges.
Yeah,
It's
but
hard to
definitely
choose
I would
one,
say,
but tell me
I know that.
the toughest challenge you had.
I would say definitely parenting and this work balance.
Have
Yes,
your
it
I don't.
is.
son destroyed some of your dishes before?
Oh, definitely. He
That's
touched. He touches
very hard.
literally everything.
Yeah.
um, and yeah, that's really tough because you have to take care of your well or child all the time, and especially my son is still young, and it is really challenging when I'm filming baking at home. He's always around me, and he's trying to play with me, but at the same time I cannot be with him because I'm busy. So
Basically,
that
Yeah.
would
And you
be
feel
challenging.
guilty, and then you want
Yeah,
to be a good parent, and then you want
yeah,
to be a good baker. It's hard. Yeah.
yeah. It
But
is.
I
It is.
remember a
Yeah.
story you told me in the class about the cakes that you made in a hotel, and it was with gelatin, and then you
Oh
found
yeah,
out
yeah. It happened.
yes.
Yeah.
that was harsh. Yeah. You
Yeah.
were.
Oh, that is. But the thing is, that can happen all the time at work. Actually, accidents always happening in the kitchen,
Hmm.
and mistakes also. So it is all about how you fix them.
How it
Yeah,
That's
there is
affecting it.
yeah,
always a way to fix
They
things.
need to fix it exactly.
yeah,
Yeah, unless you don't have time. That's the problem.
yeah,
So time
yeah.
management, yeah, time management is very important.
Very
The
very
key, the
important.
key
Yeah.
important point is that how we handle the situation in a quick pace, how
Right.
we manage all the things. Because baking is not only the part, the maintenance and the balance is very important.
Exactly. Yes.
So now I want to ask you about the video making and YouTube
Right.
videos, and because I noticed you are very good photographer as well. So,
Thank you.
what have you take any classes in photography, maybe on content creating, or you just self-taught? And what the important question is, what motivates you to get up in a Sunday morning
Right.
and make recipe and film? Because I know when you are working here in Canada, you don't you only have that Sunday, maybe only Sunday or Saturday to
Yeah.
take a break to rest a little bit. And filming and editing, it's a long, it's time
Process.
consuming and it's not easy job. So
Right.
you must have some really good motivation to do that.
So motivation for me, actually, I always loved taking photos and videos since I was like teenager. Like I always had a camera with me, and I was trying to take a photo. That's just from from my like kind of preference. Like, I loved it. And then I never learned professionally or anything. I just always Googled or YouTube, check the YouTube videos, like how they film, how they, edit. So it is just self-taught, and also motivation. To be honest, I just love it. That's just simple thing. Like, Sunday morning, I know you're like lazy and you don't want to do anything, but at the same time I really want to film. Like, there's a passion in my heart. So nobody told me to do anything, but just it became like a routine, right? Like,
Yeah.
I because I loved it, and I love people's
Do you like the reward of it, like when people comment and like, or you start to like the, let's be honest, the revenue?
Oh,
Does
that
it
that
does it pay?
actually
I mean, let's be
that's
honest.
really good.
YouTube on
Yeah,
YouTube you can make money on a certain stage. You
yeah,
can make money from
yeah.
YouTube videos
So,
and also
well,
Instagram. So do you feel
sure.
like the
Yeah,
it pays off the effort?
yes. Actually, so when I started my YouTube channel, I never earned money, but after several years, it slowly the revenue became a certain amount, and now it became my part-time job. So it is my second job. I can make money
Okay,
through
good.
YouTube, and it's actually not bad. So that motivates me. Of course, I love people's reaction. Like I love reading a comment and stuff. But at the same time, I love making money as well. It's like something you're doing what you love, but at the same time you're making money,
We are
and
making.
it's the best job ever.
Yeah, it's that. I think we need to feel like we have we earn what we grow, as they say. Like we harvest the effort and
Exactly.
that
Yeah.
we put, because when you begin you don't make any material from it,
No.
but you like the quick rewards that social media gives you, the likes and the comments. But after a while
Exactly.
you get bored and you
Yeah.
kind of, yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
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 you kind of lose your interest, so you need something stronger to keep you going.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
absolutely
so
right.
I
Yeah.
one last
Yes.
question. Does Instagram give nice revenue, or it's just YouTube?
So the directly I get money from YouTube, which is Google company, and Instagram. I don't get paid from Instagram, but I sometimes get sponsorship. Like they
Yeah,
send some like
like
products to
advertising
me.
Yes.
and paid membership.
Yes, yes. So I remember I got some like baking equipment or like ingredients. There are certain companies here in Canada and the States. They want to send me, and then I also put like a tag, like
Yes,
link,
but you
and
can use Instagram and Facebook to promote your YouTube channel,
To promote you
and that's
exactly.
oh,
another
definitely
way
they're
to,
connected. Yes,
yeah, that's
Mm.
another
yes,
way
yeah,
to make use of it.
You
yes,
make followers from the Instagram, then that is good for your YouTube.
yes, definitely,
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
Okay, good.
yes. So
And one more line from my side is that your kids like your cooking, baking.
My son.
Yes.
Oh, he loves touching. He's still 2 years old. He doesn't really understand the thing, but he always love being with me and like touching the dough, touching the cookie dough, like
Oh,
butter, flour. He's always playing with that. So
that,
yeah, he loves it.
okay. I think so, Sarah. That's
yeah,
one more
I
question.
think if
We
you
are.
want to ask
Mm.
us anything,